Newscast yesterday involving the Flint water crisis.
We have the story of gun violence through the eyes of a gun supporter.
And finals are approaching quicker than you know it. All this and more, DTV News starts right now.
DTV has been following the Flint water crisis from the beginning, and yesterday there was a huge step in getting justice for the people of Flint. I'm Abigail Fulcher.
And I'm Chris Kaiser. That's right, at yesterday's press conference, 5 people were arrested on the charge of manslaughter. Bailey Talaska and Casey Love has the story.
Today marks the most serious charges in the Flint water crisis yet. 5 people were charged with manslaughter along with other crimes.
And people of Flint have died as a result of the decisions made by those responsible to protect the health and safety of families.
These 5 people are being charged with manslaughter. Nick Lyon, who is currently Michigan's Health and Human Services Director, former emergency manager of Flint, Darnell Early, Leanne Shecker-Smith, who is the MDEQ's water chief, Howard Croft, who is the Flint water plant manager, and Stephen Bush, who is from the MDEQ. The prosecution believes the 5 people charged with manslaughter were the cause of death of a man named Robert Skidmore, who was 86 when the Legionnaire's disease took him from his family.
Let me say that involuntary manslaughter is a very serious crime because they're concerned about whether the water is safe. That's what this investigation is about. It's about the people of Flint.
Also, Dr. Eden Wells was charged with lying to a police officer and obstruction of justice. Flint Mayor Karen Weaver was not shocked by today's events.
At this stage of the game, it's hard to be surprised anymore. You just wonder who it's going to be and what the story will be. Like I said, we've been waiting for some accountability since this whole crisis started.
At this time, Governor Snyder is still not being charged with any involvement in the Flint water crisis.
As we shift to the trial phase of this investigation, we will turn to the prosecution of those individuals that have been charged with crimes. And we are very confident that the charges we have filed and the allegations we have made will be upheld by the courts.
Even though the governor is not being charged at this time, the prosecution has tried to make contact.
We attempted to interview the governor. We were not successful.
But for the others involved, justice may be in the future. Bailey Talaska and Casey Love, DTV News.
Thanks, ladies. Just a quick correction on what I said earlier. 6 people were charged, 5 on manslaughter. Governor Snyder had this to say about yesterday's charges. Director Lyon and Dr. Wells have been and continue to be instrumental in Flint's recovery. They have my full faith and confidence and will remain on duty at DHHS. Are you a student driver and would like to have one of those better parking spots in the lot and don't feel like waiting in the registration line? If that's you, Clay Kidder will be at all 3 lunches for the rest of this week and Monday as well as Tuesday next week for a chance to win a spot. Tickets will be $1 each and you can buy as many as you want. The winner will be drawn Tuesday during 6th hour. Good luck. For those looking to make your resume look great, take advantage of Teen Quest. Teen Quest is a summer pre-employability leadership program for students aged 14 to 18 in grades 9th through 11th. For more information, head to the guidance office.
The end of the school year is quickly approaching, and if you're in AP Lit or Lang next year, now's the time to get the summer work packets. For AP Lit students, you should head on down to the Alt to Mrs. Fitzgibbon's room, A101. AP Lang students should head to Mrs. Knuckles' room, room 265. MDOT is looking for applicants to help in their summer program. It will involve picking up debris in roadside parks, rest areas, carpool parking lots, and roadsides. Another thrilling part is you will be mentored and have a chance to learn more about MDOT, civil engineering, and transportation careers. These jobs will be paid and you will be working 40 hours per week. For more information, make sure to stop by the Career Center. Coming up in sports,
Evan Bonacy keeps you updated on all the opportunities in sports.
Water is life.
transparent gold, gifted to us by Mother Nature, so we may drink, so we may be clean, so we may live. But what will happen when all of the water turns to poison?
What up, Cards? It's your main man, Evan Bonacy, back again on the sports desk. Let's dive right in. For any boys or girls interested in running cross-country this fall, make the jump on down to Mr. Ames or Mr. Krongeyer's classroom to get the summer training information. If you're looking to get that famous lockdown player of the game, the Davison Individual Skills Basketball Camp will be at the high school June 27th, 28th, and 29th. It is available for grades 3rd through 10th. It will be $55 per person, so make sure to get information soon so you can see what time your grade hits the court. It's been kind of a slow day in DHS sports, but don't worry, you have plenty to look forward to with the lovely Chris Kaiser and Abigail Fulcher. Take it away, peeps.
Thanks, Evan. The end of the year is almost here, but there is always a chance to get some community service hours. McLaren Hospice in Davison needs volunteers to mow yards for patients, work in the Memorial Garden, and at the Davison location, help prepare for Lapeer Days, and help in the office administration over the summer. If interested, sign up in the Career Center. Our special in the Line of Fire had a feature about a man who supports gun ownership. Haley Thompson has the story.
Mike Chilson, husband and father, has very strong views on gun violence. Having grown up with a family of hunters and later on in life serving our country in combat, he has always been around guns, and now his family is too.
My wife knows how to shoot. My children know how to shoot. They're familiar with guns also, so they're not afraid. They're not curious. They know that they're off limits.
Chilson believes America does not have a gun problem, and violence is caused from within.
I think it's just violence is evil. People have evil in their hearts, whether it's a firearm or a knife or a hammer or a vehicle or anything. Any inanimate object can be used to hurt or kill somebody.
According to Chilson, this violence problem will not be fixed by taking away America's guns, but doing so is putting gasoline on this burning fire.
If you look at Chicago as an example, has the strictest gun laws in the country, but has the highest rate of murder and violent crimes used by firearms.
While he believes in more lenient gun laws, Chilson's solution comes with some restrictions. He thinks we should arm our population so that the American people are not walking targets for criminals with illegal weapons.
And you go to Texas, which is a total polar opposite, who has very lenient gun restrictions, and the violent crimes are way down.
Chilson's statements have some merit. In 2016, Chicago, whose gun laws are very strict, had a murder rate of 27.7, while Texas, who has much more lenient gun laws, had a much lower rate of 11.7.
However, citizens with a criminal record in regards to firearms or mental illness issues should not be allowed to bear arms. Chilson has one last restriction for the general population.
The forefathers let American citizens carry the same weaponry that the Army and the government had at that time. But now, obviously, does a civilian or just a regular citizen need a tow missile launcher? Probably not. But it's that gray area in the law that says, well, we have the right to keep and bear arms, but there's nothing saying which type of firearms that we can have.
Chilson believes the laws we have now against criminals with illegal firearms should be more heavily enforced and looked over with these thoughts in mind.
Thanks, Haley Garrett. If you want to see more of our features from In the Line of Fire, stroll on over to our website, dtvnews.org, and click under the Gun Violence tab.
College is difficult. It's a difficult thing to pay for, but we have a few scholarships to help ease the burden. The American Legion Auxiliary Girls State Scholarship is due on June 18th. The Nursing School Almanac and the EGC Women in Law Scholarship are due June 30th, and the deadline for the Kahn Law Firm Scholarship is August 1st. For more information on these, go to the guidance office. Follow us on Twitter to get all the updates on sports, news, and student life.
Later on DTV, we've got the district at noon and 7:30, and the line of fire at 12:15, the Cardinals Nest graduation at 1, the Han Choir concert at 1:45, the DHS Choir concert at 5:30, DHS graduation at 8, the DAE graduation at 10:10, and FNL at 11:15. If you would like to rewatch today's stories or newscasts, you can find us on our YouTube at our YouTube channel, DTV News. Well, guys, we got exams right around the corner. I don't know. I think I'm ready.
I don't.
You can never really be sure, though.
Yeah.
I can tell you that for a fact.
I've got reviews in like all of my hours, luckily.
Yeah.
I haven't quite yet, but we're getting there. Today's staff shout out goes out to the high school janitorial staff from Christina E. Thank you for keeping the school clean. Your work does not go unappreciated. I'm Evan Bonacy alongside Abigail Fulcher and the lovely Chris Kaiser. Have a decent day, Davison. Or not. The choice is yours.
Thank you.